What's up, roadies, and welcome to another episode of Road Trip. It's me, Tommy Russell Jr. And if you haven't noticed, the quality has gotten real HD. That's all I got. HD is clear, it's better, y'all. And really, y'all, it's just because I upgraded my phone to an iPhone 14 Pro Max. So, I was just like, come on, we gotta sauce it up. And I'm now using the back camera instead of the front camera, which I feel like is making a world of difference. So that's great. So if you just see, if I look a little different, the blemishes are really popping, deal with it. It is what it is. So along with the camera quality, y'all, for my birthday, my 30th is coming up in 2 days. I asked for a new mic. So bear with me. I promise you the sound quality is coming next. I will have a brand new mic. Everything will sound better. Hopefully that will keep your attention just a little bit more. So if y'all have not noticed, I'm wearing my Your Brain on Coachella shirt. And that only means one thing, which is yes, this video is about Coachella, baby. This video is about the lineup that is about to drop this week, okay? The lineup always drops the first week of January, so I am very prepared. And with that preparation comes my predictions for the 2023 lineup for Coachella this year. And y'all, I feel like this could very well be one of the best lineups of all time, okay? Rivaling 2013 and 2014, because I feel like those were some heavy hitting years as well. One of which has one of our headliners on it, none other than Mr. Frank Ocean himself, which I feel like is also one of the things that aids in this year being one of the best lineups of all time, because if you have Frank Ocean on it, really and truly, that's all you need, baby. But I feel like it's just so much that has happened in this year of 2022, or last year of 2022, music-wise, that I just feel like, how could you miss this? And when you really think about it, we had 2020 with COVID, unfortunately, but like so much music was released, so many artists were doing their thing that were not on the lineup for 2022, which I thought was a little crazy. However, I feel like Coachella Golden Voice was just doing a thing where they were just like, okay, let's just get everybody out that we had already on the lineup for 2020. Let's just push them out. We already made our deals. Let's just do that. And then let's come back in 2023 harder than ever. That's my prediction. That's what I feel. That's what I'm gonna stay true to. Don't shoot my dreams out. Let me be hopeful, okay? So y'all, let's get started, okay? I have my notes right here, so I'm gonna be looking here and there, and then we're gonna go from there, because a cheat sheet is always useful. I'm learning as I get older. It's okay to have a cheat sheet, y'all. It's okay. Let's go ahead and lead into, I guess, what would we call these? The undercards, or just everybody else is gonna be at Coachella this year. Brace yourself, because I feel like, again, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm feeling like this could be just the year of lineups. I feel like this could be the one. And these people right here, clutch. They're coming in clutch. So how I want to break it up first is the people who I feel like are strong possibilities, and also some are my favorites. So I'll just point out who my favorites are. But this, I'm going to start off the highlighted of who I believe are the strong possibilities. Number 1, Jazmine Sullivan. I need for Jazmine Sullivan to be at Coachella. I missed her last year, and what a shame that was. Like, what a disappointment I am. Jazmine Sullivan, I need to see her live. I need to see her perform. I need to hear that voice. Jazmine is one of the women in the industry whose voice is enough. Jazmine can sit her ass on a stool and just sing for me, and that would be enough. Everything that she would do with vocally is enough. It's enough. It is absolutely enough. I would actually love to see her on the outdoor stage. I think the outdoor stage will be a nice place for her. I need it to be nighttime. Absolutely a nighttime performance. Or if she was going to do something else somewhere, I would love for an intimate space like the Gobi, right? Somewhere that's a little more enclosed and really sets the mood. That would be nice as well. I would love that for Jazmine, actually. So I don't know. We'll talk about placement later, but we need Jazmine Sullivan on the lineup, period. Next, Lucky Daye. I missed Lucky Daye last year. I need a Lucky Daye performance. Y'all are silly not to put Lucky Daye up there. What he did with Candy Drip, this album is nothing short of genius. I mean, it's an incredible album, y'all. Candy Drip is an incredible album, y'all. It's an incredible album, and I would be hurt if he is not on that lineup. It would be ridiculous of Coachella not to put him on the lineup. He's nominated for a Grammy for Candy Drip. He won a Grammy for A Seat at the Table. Like, Lucky Daye just is everything right now that is R&B. And especially for men, like, he's killing the game. Absolutely. Lucky Daye, if Lucky Daye's not on that lineup, I'm going to be severely pissed off. Him and Jazmine are my strong, like, I'm going to be pissed if they're not on the lineup. Next up, Khruangbin. Khruangbin. I've been listening to these people for some years now, and I still don't know how to say their name. And all it takes is like a simple like YouTube search. I think they have a Tiny Desk. You know, I just need to hear them say their name real quick, and I could pronounce it right. But y'all know who I'm talking about. It's like what would I call it, or what would they call it? Like psych, rock, indie vibes. It's vibes, and I listen to it. I listen to them a lot. Okay. They have Texas Sun, Texas Moon are like their latest ones. Mariella, I need to hear Mariella live with Leon. What's his name? Leon Bridges. I need to hear that man, and I need to hear that playing. I need to be laid out in the grass, really taking all their music in. Like, I need them to be performing at Coachella. Y'all bring them. And I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they've probably already been at Coachella, but I'm sure it's been a while. So it would be justified for them to go ahead and be on the lineup. Absolutely. Then we got Kehlani. Kehlani is also one of the girls that's carrying R&B on her back right now. She should be on the lineup for sure. Blue Water Road, that album, incredible. I'm still baffled that it wasn't nominated for a Grammy, which I feel like is very disrespectful. But okay, it was good until it wasn't. That album changed my life. Through the quarantine, like, that was the album, okay? Kehlani needs to be. And I need a redemption from her Dallas show. So we need Mama K on the Coachella lineup 2023, period. Next up, Bree Runway. Bree is the girl. Bree is the girl for the moment, the girl for the time. Bree is it. Bree is everything. Bree is bringing something fresh to pop, because I don't really know, because she sings, but then she's got a little rap in her, but then she's gonna give you a little pop. So I just put her in that pop bubble. I don't really know what she is. I gotta find that out. But Bree Runway, if you don't know, you need to know. I can promise you, I'm gonna be there to see Bree. Coachella, I know y'all are smart. I know y'all look for the next fresh thing. What's going on? What's happening? Bree is the girl for the moment, the time, and she's the future. Bree needs to be on that lineup, or y'all really are dropping the ball. We need to see her on the stage, period, because Bree's bringing it. I've heard about her performances. One of my best friends, he saw her in New York when she came. He said she belongs on the stage. She lives on the stage. The stage is her home. And even the videos that I saw, Bree needs to be at Coachella. I need to see Bree. Bree needs to be there. Bree the Runway. She needs to be there. That's all I'm gonna say. Docheii. We saw Docheii come out for Isaiah Rashad last year. We need Docheii solo. We need a solo performance from Docheii. I need Docheii. Docheii needs to be there. Docheii there. Docheii at Coachella. Nothing more than that. Docheii needs to be at Coachella, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. Demi Lovato. Demi Lovato's album was crazy. It was sickening. It was incredible. And I could see Demi Lovato actually opening up for one of the headliners as well. I think actually, you know who it would be great for? Demi, then Riri. Demi, Riri. I think that would be a great pairing. Demi Lovato needs to be there. This album was crazy. It was great. It was an amazing album. She deserves a spot on that stage at Coachella, for sure, hands down. Next up, Rosalia. I've heard Rosalia is incredible. One of my other best friends said she saw her in Miami, and she was like, I mean, Rosalia is the moment, the time, the way she talked about Rosalia. Yeah. Yeah. She said she's that girl, and you need to see her. So Rosalia, I would love to see her. Heard the new album. It was actually really good. Listened to it a couple times actually, and she was giving a great little vibe. So I would like to see Rosalia at Coachella. Now, This one is going to be maybe a little touchy, maybe a little controversial, especially if one of my headliners is a headliner, maybe. But, you know, we don't even know what their situation is. Chris Brown. I'm going to say it. Chris Brown. Chris Brown really deserves to be a headliner, okay? My best friend, her man, is obsessed with Chris Brown. Like, Chris Brown is his guy for sure, okay? And he has said, like, Chris Brown needs to be a headliner. And I keep saying I don't think they're going to put Chris Brown as a headliner because everything that happened, obviously, with the Riri situation back in the day, you know, he's just been kind of blackballed and just like given the short end of the stick, but his work is incredible. And I think if Riri has been able to heal from that, I think that he should be given a chance to like step back into the limelight and like be able to get his just due, because Chris Brown is incredible. Chris Brown is legendary. That's why I feel like he should also be a headliner, but I don't think it's gonna happen. It would be great to see him as an opener for somebody, for sure, but just a performance, I'll do with just a performance. Do I think he deserves a headlining spot? Absolutely, it's Chris Brown, but like, he definitely needs to be on main stage, and I definitely believe he needs to be opening for one of the acts. Kaytranada. I need Kaytra. I've seen Kaytra already at Coachella. I actually left Ariana Grande's set, love her, you know, and I really was obsessed with that album. What album was that? With her head upside down? Oh my gosh, I can't remember. But I love that album. I actually have it in my car right now, and the CD is in the slot, like listening to her. But I was a little bored. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was a little bored, right? So I left. Me and one of my other best friends, her man actually went with me, and we went to go see Kaytra. That was everything. That was everything for me, y'all. When was that? 2019, I think? Yeah, that was 2019. Coachella 2019. Kaytra is an amazing performer, amazing DJ, y'all. I've seen Kaytra live here in Dallas. Like, Kaytra is incredible. So I would love to see him perform at Coachella. Because now we have Bubba. He didn't have Bubba when he last performed at Coachella. And I thought, I'm going to tell y'all this real quick tangent. When Bubba came out, I literally wrote on Instagram, because I had bought my ticket too for the show. I said, Bubba's going to win a Grammy. I'm telling y'all right now, it's a Grammy. It's over, it's done, that is what it is. And surely enough, he won a Grammy for Bubba, absolutely. Bubba was an incredible album, okay? So to see him perform that live again, just at Coachella, because again, I've already seen him recently, but to see him at Coachella is just something else. It's just another world. So I feel like, and just the notoriety he has now, like where his career is now, I just think that it would be a great time to see Kaytranada at Coachella. So that's a must-have as well. Up next, Tems. Tems ran the charts with one song. And that was remixed by Drake and Future. And then we had to go back and say, hold on, who is that? Who's that angelic creature? Who's that woman singing? Tems. We absolutely need a Tems performance at Coachella. That's a must-have. I need to see Tems. No doubt about it. Like, that needs to happen. Absolutely. And actually, I want to add one last person who I believe is unlikely, but is a must-have. But I just don't think that they're going to be there just based on the radius clause and just, yeah, really it's just a radius clause. But I would love nothing more than to have SZA at Coachella, y'all. To have SZA at Coachella would be incredible. I've already seen SZA at Coachella back in 2017. I saw SZA at Coachella 2017. And, you know, vocally, I don't think SZA's the best vocalist. She's not a vocalist at all. Let's just be clear. She's not a vocalist at all. But this album, y'all, SOS is an incredible album. SZA deserves to be at Coachella. Does she deserve to be a headliner? No. SZA's not a headliner yet. She's just, she's not. And she is a legendary girl. SZA, I just don't think that she brings it enough to be a headliner yet. You know, I just don't think it. I just don't think it. I know that sounds bad, but I definitely think she could be an opener for somebody. Absolutely. Would love for SZA to be an opener for somebody. Not a headliner though. So now I'm just gonna run through the list of people that I feel like are just gonna be there at this point. I won't go into great detail about all of them. Maybe I'll have a couple, you know, little like, that's my one, you know, kind of thing. But like, these are just people that I would love to see. If they're not there, it isn't make or break. It isn't, you know, it isn't gonna kill me. But like, I'd love to see there, and also I believe deserve to be there based on, you know, just the years that they've had so far. And there'll also be people on the list that I don't necessarily want to see, won't see if they're there, but I do believe that they would be on the lineup. They would be great fits on the lineup, so I'm gonna put them on there too. So to start, Olivia Rodrigo. Girl had a huge year, almost 2 years. Absolutely, Olivia Rodrigo. I thought she was gonna be on there last year, but it is what it is. Olivia Rodrigo for the win, absolutely. FKA Twigs. FKA Twigs needs to be at Coachella this year because if I'm not mistaken, she was supposed to be at Coachella 2020, but when they redid the lineup for 2022, she wasn't on there. She wasn't on there. So we need FKA Twigs because I've now become really a fan, really like her. We need her, it just only makes sense, right? Cool. Next, Charlie XCX. Charlie XCX needs to be at Coachella 2023, period. Culture Shock. He is a UK artist. I think he's from the UK, but I found him over quarantine. He's an EDM, house dance artist, but I just really love his music. So I'd love to see Culture Shock. If y'all are really doing some deep dives and y'all are finding the people, you need to find Culture Shock in there. Hopefully y'all did, hopefully. Then we've got Raven Lene. I believe I'm saying her name right, I hope. If not, like, but she's got some great music too, and I want to say she has this song. Yeah, that's Raven. She has a song with Docheii that I really like. That's a cut. That's a cut. Really, that's like really the only Raven song I really know. But like, it's a good one. And for that song, you deserve a Coachella spot. Next up, Fisher. I gotta hear, boom, 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 I'm losing it. I didn't hear that song until literally a couple weeks after Coachella 2019. I didn't hear Losing It until a couple weeks later. And I was like, oh my God, it would be great if he was at Coachella. I need to see him next year. Guess who was on the lineup and I had just missed him? Yeah. So Fisher, I need Fisher back. Absolutely. Future would be great. I already saw Future. Don't think he's the greatest performer, but like that album is incredible. Right? We love her. We love that album, and so we have to see Future. Like, I need to hear chickens. Like, I need to see that. I'm that. Hey, I'm that new. I gotta hear that. I gotta see that. I need to see that live. So Future would be great. Santana. I need to see Saucy Santana. Absolutely. Like, we need to be up there, BBLs and all. Like, we need Santana on the board. Willow Smith. Need Willow. I wasn't really a fan of this album, not gonna lie, but I do love Willow. And so I'd love to like stop in, you know, come by the set, see it, and be like, oh, Willow. Love Willow. Last time I saw Willow, she was doing like on Ariel, the Silks and stuff when her brother Jaden was performing in 2019. So I want to see her do her thing. Child would love, I think that's how you pronounce his name. It's spelled Child, just a couple eyes, extra eyes, but like Child, love to see him. Van Jess, love the twins. Well, I don't even think, are they twins or just sisters? Again, things I should be doing my research on. But Van Jess, would love to see those too. Lil Nas X, absolutely. Lil Nas X had a big year for the tour. The album, just what he's done like lately. Lil Nas X needs to be on the board. I think that would be a miss for Coachella. Absolutely. Gotta see Lil Nas X. Lil Uzi. We need Lil Uzi on the board, baby. With this, I just wanna gotta see that. Like, I just gotta see it. I gotta see it. And I went back to his discography lately, and I'm just like, I was never like a Uzi head like that, but I used to listen to him. But my best friend, she loved Uzi. Oh my gosh, she still does. Still a huge Uzi fan. But to see Uzi perform now, I think I would appreciate him a lot more. And I gotta see, I gotta see that. So Uzi. Jack Harlow. I don't know if I would, maybe I'd walk by, but I would not really be too pressed to see Jack Harlow. But I think he deserves a spot. He had a great year, a couple years. He's been doing his thing. So I don't know where he is lately though. I don't know, the career, he kind of disappeared to me. He did. He kind of disappeared. Blast, and I think I've been saying his name right. It's just no A with an X, but Blast. Blast is an R&B artist. I want to say he's from LA. I just love his music. I love his vibe. I think it would be great to stop in and see him. So I think if, again, Coachella's doing that, deep search, I think Blast would be a great person for y'all to go ahead and slip in there. Next up, Brent Faiyaz. I was a big fan, loved me some Brent until I heard him perform live. I finally heard him perform live. I've always wondered what he sounded like live, and then I saw it was it the Tonight Show or the Jimmy Kimmel Live, something. It was one of them, right? And I heard it and I was like, whoa. Would not necessarily waste my time. Wouldn't waste my time. Stick to the album. I'm gonna stick to listening to it in the headphones. Would I spend my money? Absolutely not. Would I spend my time? I might walk past it. Might sit there for a couple minutes. But I don't know. That performance that I saw live was terrible. It was not good. So I don't know how interested I would be to see him. But I think that just career-wise, him being at Coachella makes sense. Okay, hot take. Summer Walker. I love Summer Walker. I'm a huge Summer Walker fan. I love Summer Walker's music. I did see her recently last year. I did not think that she was that great. I do not like her performing. I don't like her as a performer. It quite makes me mad. Like, I unfollowed her on Instagram. I did not like her performance here in Dallas. She's just, yeah. For you, I understand she has social anxiety. Got it, good, right? But that would mean that your voice should be just, if you're just sitting there and you're not doing anything, your voice should be crazy. Your mic should be turned up. Like, you should be hitting runs and doing your thing. And like, it just wasn't giving. It wasn't giving when I saw her. And so for that, I don't want to see her necessarily. I would feel like my time might be wasted. But I would definitely, if she was on the lineup, I would walk up. I would watch as much as I could. If she was doing great, then I'd stay. If not, I would leave. And it wouldn't hurt me any. I'd just be like, yay, girl, you made it. Good job. But wouldn't see her. I don't, it's sad because I really love her music. And she is also one of the girls carrying R&B on her back right now. Absolutely. Along with SZA. Another hot take, Steve Lacy. I don't like Steve Lacy, and it's more of a personal thing, right? Yeah, and I know people are like, preference is preference, yeah, but whatever, it is what it is. I'm not a fan of Steve Lacy. Do I think he deserves a spot? Yeah, absolutely, right? Bad Habit. I don't really know the song too well. I know it if I heard it, and it can't come to mind, but you know, he had his run, and that album is Gemini, I believe. It did numbers. It did well. It would make sense that Steve Lacy would be there. Absolutely. Will I go see him? Absolutely not. Will I even stop to go see him and like be like, oh, let's check out Steve Lacy? Absolutely not. No, won't do it at all. But like, it would make sense if he was on the lineup. So I'm not mad at that. Next, we got Kali Uchis. I love me some Kali Uchis. I think that Kali Uchis would be great for the lineup, right? Fue Mejor. Ooh. And then that remix. That whole album was just a great album. That was a great album. I have a story about that. I'm like helping my students because I'll just keep music on in the background. And one of my students goes, why is there booty on the screen? And I said, huh? And I'm like, oh my gosh. I had seen the music video before, but I don't be paying attention to today booties like that. But he was like, there's booty on the screen. And I'm like, oh my gosh. It's a funny story. But nonetheless, like, I would love to see Kali. I know she's been there before, but she has a new album now, so it would just make sense to see her again. I saw her already at Tyler, the Creator's tour. She opened up for him. She did incredible. Loved every bit of it. So would love to see her at Coachella this year. Okay, another artist that some of you may not know, but Black Party. I love his music. I think his music is just such a vibe, y'all. And maybe I'm a little biased because I was in one of his music videos. It was Dancing, and I think that's the title of the song, Dancing. But it was a great vibe. Him as a person, he's incredible. I think his artistry is incredible. He's also linked, I think he's linked up with Childish Gambino. I don't know what his connection is with him. But regardless, I think just him on his own is just an amazing artist to be in the desert. I think the vibe would be great. You know, I just think it would be fun. So Black Party, you deserve a spot at Coachella, period, hands down. Another artist, Burna Boy. I don't know much about Burna Boy. One of my friends from the past, she used to love her some Burna Boy. I mean, she was obsessed with Burna Boy. It never really did it for me. I don't know. And I do like Afro beats, so it's no shade to that. But like, I wasn't necessarily into it. But I just feel like he's a lot bigger now. I feel like, you know, he has a vibe to him that a lot of people like. And I've seen his career on the rise. So it's just like, Burna Boy would make sense too. Glass Animals. Glass Animals, I think that was a Heat Wave. Was that the name of the album? I don't know if that was the name of the album. Let's check. Dreamland. That's the name of the album, Dreamland. But Glass Animals, I love that album. I love that album. Dreamland was a great album. And I want to say it was in the midst of COVID too. So I really got to sit with it and have, you know, just memories and just listen to that one. Dreamland is a great album, and I think Glass Animals would be perfect. I actually think I saw them one year and I didn't even know who they were. I had no idea. I was just like, okay, because homie had a cast on, I want to say, I think. But we were like sitting in the beer gardens, and I think we were just drinking and chilling, and they came on, and we were just watching while we were chilling. But now that I have an appreciation for them, and hopefully that is the same group, I think. But like, now that I have appreciation for them, I think that, you know, watching them would be a great time. You know, again, not heartbroken if they're not there, but it would be fun. And I think they deserve a spot. Especially because Heat Waves, the song, though. I want to say that song was like top of the charts for a while. There was a song that was running the charts for a cool minute. So for them to have that spot and like to bring out a crowd, that's a no-brainer. Another hot take, but Travis Scott. I don't think that he needs to be a headliner, excuse me. I didn't want him to be a headliner before. Looking back, I kind of do wish he was a headliner last year, but it is what it is. Is he at legendary status yet? Yeah. Yeah. He's been around for a cool minute. So I could see that as a headliner. However, I think that based on all the stuff that happened with Astroworld, I don't think they would give him a headlining spot, but I do think that they might give him an undercard. I think he could be like an opener for a headliner, no less than an opener for a headliner. But Travis Scott would be great for the board, and I think I would have a great time because I think the album is coming out soon. I think we have an album coming soon from him. So I think enough time has passed. It's very unfortunate the lives that were lost there, but like, yeah, I think we're ready for Travis Scott. I am. I'm ready to see him again because he had a performance. What was it, for an AMA or some award show where he did that? The humbaloo. Hey, she the humbaloo. I don't know what that song is, but that whole performance, I like that. Like, it was a vibe. It was a vibe, and I'm here for that vibe. So I'm ready. So Travis, would love for Travis to be there. Lotto. I think she deserves a spot. I did really like Lotto. I really did. The whole Nicki beef really rubbed me wrong. It was a little weird, you know, the recording, all that. You know, just not a fan. I would stop through to see her. Just to be like, oh, okay, you know, throw a little something, have some fun. I might, but I wouldn't like break my neck. I wouldn't like fight to see her over somebody else. But I do think just career-wise, it would make sense for Lotto to be, you know, on the board for sure. Bia. I would love to see Bia. My cousin loves us to Bia. She's a Bia stan, hands down. I would love to see Bia. I think Bia definitely deserves a spot. Great girl. She's fun. She's of the moment, of the times. I think Bia would be a great addition to the lineup for sure. The Kid Laroi. I think the Kid Laroi would be great too. You know, I've seen a little bit of his performance at Lollapalooza because they streamed it live. I thought he was fun. He seemed cool. You know, his music. I like a song that he has with 5 Foreign. So I could see the Kid Laroi being there. Fun time, good time. And speaking of 5 Foreign, love me some 5 Foreign. Absolutely. 5 Foreign should be there. I think that would be a great time. And it would be great for him and the Kid Leroy to kind of do a little collab, a little, moment there. But I think Fabio Foreign, I love a lot of his music. I think he would bring out some great guests. Fabio Foreign, that would be great to have. Don Toliver. Don't really listen to much of Don Toliver's music at all, but he released a song recently that I really liked. And I just know he's in a lot of songs with people that I like. We have SZA, for example. I think he's done some songs with Travis Scott, I think. But either way, I think that I probably wouldn't go to see him, if I'm being honest. I wouldn't rush to see him, but it would make sense if Don Toliver was there. Pink Pantheress. A lot of people have been telling me like I would love her music, and I think I know one song of hers, and that's no shade at all. But I think I know one song of hers that I do like. I can't remember it, but I've heard a lot about her. A lot of people love her. The numbers are up. It seems like she's that girl. She's a girl of a moment right now. So, Pink Pantheress. Hopefully she's there. Amine. Love Amine. Limbo. I love that album. That's actually probably like the first Amine album I really listened to like that, but I definitely had a moment with him. I thought that album was really good, exciting, energetic. It was everything. I love that. So I would definitely take the time out to go see Amine. The Neighborhood. I would love to see The Neighborhood, okay? Because that new album, that shit, that stuff, that I like that album. That was good and he was like in silver and he was like this cowboy. The whole vibe, the whole aesthetic, The Neighborhood, I'm a fan. I would definitely stop to see them. Dua Lipa. I could totally see Dua Lipa opening up for somebody for sure. Dua Lipa has had a great couple years. Dua Lipa has been consistent. She's been doing her thing. The numbers are off the chart. The shows are off the chart. I think Dua Lipa would be great at Coachella. I think that might even be one of the ones that they would drop the ball on if they didn't put her in the lineup. Yeah, Dua Lipa, for sure. Glorilla. Big Glow. I need to see Big Glow. I like Big Glow. I don't think she has an album though. Oh, she released like an album or mixtape or something recently. I didn't really like it, I'll be honest. I'm not even necessarily a fan of her voice. I'm not even gonna cap with you. Not a fan of her voice. But I do like her voice in certain settings. Insert Tomorrow, that's a great one. Like her voice does well. FNF, it does well. I just don't know if I can't sit through a whole album of it. But I do like her. Just because I'm not a fan of her voice and all that does not mean I'm not a fan of her. I love Glorilla. I would love, and I think she needs that moment. She needs a moment at Coachella. Post Malone. I guess Post Malone is like headlining status at this point, for sure. But I wouldn't go see him. I think my friends had actually chose to see him over Beyonce, or like there was a little scheduling, a conflict, and they tried to make it over, but they didn't even get to. It was a whole thing, but they felt like they wasted their time seeing Post. I wouldn't go see him personally. I did actually kind of like that new album. Is it because Doja was in it? Maybe. But I did kind of like the new album. But I wouldn't go see him. But I think he deserves a spot for sure. Another person who I think at this point is a headliner, Lana Del Rey. Not a fan of her. Absolutely not a fan of her. And I think it more so was about that thing that she did with the comparison of the other women in the industry. Specifically, it was like black women of color that she was comparing herself to, and like this woe is me white woman thing that I didn't really like. And I'll be honest, I tried to separate all that and I just listen to her music. I can't really get into it. Although I know like Mr. or what happened with Warhol. I don't remember the album name. I think she would deserve a spot, Wouldn't see her, but I think she deserves a spot. Zoo. Would love to see Zoo. This man, and I think it's pronounced Zoo, Z-H-U. Again, I should be doing my research to say these people's names right. But he's a DJ. I love his music. Absolutely. Would love to see him. Would take the time out to see him without a shadow of a doubt. I think that's the phrase. I would go see Zoo, no doubt about it. Period, point blank. Coi Leray. I would love to see Coi. Coi would be fun. Coi would be a good time. I I can't say, I was about to say I do know her music. I don't know a lot of her music. I really don't. But like, I just love her personality. And the music that I have seen, isn't there one where she's like demonic or something? I like that video. I'm pretty sure I like that video. But yeah, I would like to see Koi. Koi would be fun. Koi would be a good addition. Lil Durk. Lil Durk. I like Lil Durk's music. I do like Lil Durk. He's fun, he's cool. He's with it, you know. I love the vibe. What's the one? I think that's a conjoined album with him and Lil Baby, where they're like walking in the street and it's like gray and yellow. I don't know. But I like Dirk. I like his vibe and what he does. So I would go see him. I'd stop by, no doubt about that. I should know this man's name because I have been following him for so long. I should know how to say his name by now. And I've been following him before he got poppin'. So that's why I should also know his name, how to pronounce his last name, really. But Toby Nagiwi, I should know it anyway. Toby is the guy. I mean, as far as just creatively, he is next level. And when I was first listening to him, it was 2018 because my best friend put me on to him. And I was like, ooh, it's giving like Kendrick level creativity. And the bars are crazy. And the bars give me more like Andre with a mix of Kendrick, but like, it's just, I love it. And then what he does with his family and how they're incorporated within his group, like, it's just everything. So I would love to see Toby. Toby deserves a spot, and I would definitely take my time out to go see him for sure. And last but not least, Solange. Solange, you owe me. You owe me because I was supposed to see you in 2019 and you flaked. And I didn't get to see you at Flog Gnaw and you did amazing. I need to see you again. I know I saw you at the first Flog Gnaw that I saw you at. Solange is probably one of the greatest performers of all time. Solange, in my opinion, and there needs to be no comparison, but I'm just putting this comparison out there just to let y'all know how great I think Solange is. I think Solange is just as great as her sister as performing. Vocally, she's better. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest. She's better than her sister. I'm just gonna say, but like what she does and how what she does and how she creates and everything like that, like Solange, I need to see you do When I Get Home. I need to see you perform that album. I need to see it, sis. I know it's dated at this point, but like you need to go ahead and bring that back. You need to get up out of the wherever you are, and you need to bring your tail to Coachella. I'm gonna need you there, okay, sis? So I hope this gets to you directly. We need you at Coachella 2023, Solange. That's all I'm gonna say. I need to see you get home to the desert. Okay, roadies. Well, that leads me. That was 52. That was a good 52 people. And I guess when we count the headliners, we were in the 60s, right? But those are the people who I'm predicting to be at Coachella or that I feel like deserve a Coachella spot. And that lineup sounds really pricey. When I really think about it, it's a pricey lineup. It's quite a pricey lineup. But, you know, I feel like after last year, never mind, no shade, but I just don't feel like the money was there last year. So I feel like they saved a lot last year. And I think we could come back real strong this year with a very strong lineup. And I'm sure there's way more people that I missed who deserve to be on that lineup. But these are the people that I look at. These are the people that I see and that I believe just deserve to be on that lineup spot. So if you agree, if you see any people on here that you believe are like a hell no, if there's people on here that you're like, yeah, they need to be there, or you miss this person, add it in the comments. Y'all already know. But until next time, hopefully this video wasn't incredibly long once I cut it all down. But yeah, y'all, that's my Coachella predictions. The lineup will be dropping this week and I will be making a live video for that. So until then, y'all, stay safe. I'll see y'all on the next road trip. Later.